Hey bakers, it's me Haley. Welcome to Bakemas day number 3, and today we are going to be making strawberry Santa Clauses. So all you're going to be needing are your strawberries. You'll be needing frosting, or you can use whipped cream. I'm going to try it with frosting. And this is my mom's homemade frosting. Then you're going to be needing the chocolate sprinkles, a spoon to scoop your frosting up with. You're going to be needing a piping tip of your choice and a piping bag, or you don't have to use a piping tip if you don't want to, but I recommend using piping tips because it makes it a whole bunch easier. So I'm going to be starting by cleaning and preparing my strawberries. So I'm going to show you how I clean and prepare my strawberries for this lovely treat. Alrighty bakers, so step 1 is you're going to want to pick out however many strawberries that you want, and then you're going to want to get a bowl, which I will go get right now quick, which is the one thing that I forgot. Alrighty, so we have a glass bowl, and we are going to be picking out all the strawberries that I want to use. And I really wish that these strawberries were bigger, but you're going to want the shapes to be more like triangle like this. You don't want them to be like floppy and weird. And I guess they could be any shape that you want, but I would recommend having one like this is the perfect one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's try to get 8 of them. So 7 and 8, I think. 2, 3, 6, 8, 9. Actually, we're going to do 10 because I accidentally put 9 in there instead of 8. And so I have 10 strawberries that I'm going to be doing today. And that's what your bowl is going to look like. And you're going to want to run water over it till the bowl is almost filled. Let it sit for about 20 seconds. And then you're going to want to dump it out almost like a strainer, just so your strawberries don't fall out. Alright bakers, so you're going to want your strawberries to be dry so your frosting or whipped cream or whatever you use sticks to the strawberries and doesn't just decide to slide off. So you're going to want to get your paper towels now and rip off a pretty long strand, about 3 or 4 paper towels is what you're going to want, and you're just going to lay out your strawberries evenly on your paper towel. I guess depending on how many strawberries you have, since I don't have a lot and I'm not making a big batch for any reason, I could have used 2, but I already got out 3. And then you're just going to want to kind of you don't want to like squeeze them too hard, and you're just going to kind of want to get them so that they're dry to the touch. It's okay if the green stems are not dry. That's fine because we will be cutting those off. So I'm just going to let these kind of sit here while I go grab a plate, which is the other thing that I forgot. Also, you'll be needing a knife. Alrighty, bakers, so now I'm going to move these strawberries so you can see my plate so that you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to grab the first strawberry, and you're going to start by cutting the top off until it can stand up kind of like this, and it looks a little bit like a gnome hat or a Santa hat. And then you are going to cut a little bit more than down the middle because that is where you will be putting your frosting. And you want to just kind of keep them together like that until you get all of your strawberries cut. And they don't have to stand, but I would recommend having them stand because if they tip over, the frosting or the whipped cream that you put on might just decide it wants to slip off. And that would not be fun if you have to try to put your frosting back onto your strawberry. Oh, and my hint for today's special guest, my first boy, is, he works at Integra Cooperative in Woonsocket. So you're just gonna kind of want to do that, and it's okay. Let yourself be creative. This one I kind of cut slanted. That's okay. It'll just be a slanted Santa hat. Alrighty, bakers. So I am done cutting all of my strawberries, and now you are going to be wanting to get a dry paper towel. You don't want a wet one. And as you start putting on your frosting, you're going to want to dry these two sides because sometimes they will be wet. Because the frosting sometimes doesn't like to stick to stuff when it's wet. So I'm going to move those off to the side and show you how to properly fill your piping bag. So what me and my mom like to do is we get our scissors. Wherever they are, I can't find mine for a second. And you're just going to want to cut off a small little tip. Just about like that. And don't mind the background noise. But I am going to now stick the tip in, sharp side or side that has the hole, or the small hole, that side down. And you're just going to want to kind of get your tip to go in there, just about like that. When you're doing a cake, you do it a little differently. You put something else on it sometimes. But here, we don't need to do that because we're not going to be writing and it doesn't need to be perfect. So we're going to get a little tiny bit of frosting and just kind of get it down in the bag. And I'm not sure how much frosting we will be needing. So I'm just going to start with like about 1 full spoonful. And you're going to just kind of twist it down to the edge so that it looks like that. And then you're going to twist the top so that it is tight. Alright, bakers, so this is the part that I'm going to need the frosting, the sprinkles, and our cut strawberries. So you're going to choose a cut strawberry. I'm going to choose this one. You're going to take off the top. And you are going to get a napkin or a paper towel. And just kind of pat it dry. Just so that the frosting will actually stick to the strawberry. And you're going to twist the bag a little bit. And you're going to want to kind of crinkle this up in your hand. And you're going to just kind of squeeze this around. Just like that. Make it as thick or as thin of frosting as you would like. Then you just kind of want to set your little strawberry top on. And this is where your chocolate sprinkles come in handy. You're going to want to get a chocolate sprinkle and stick it in. So then it looks like that, kind of like an eyeball. And you're going to want to do that for your next all your strawberries ahead. Unless another thing you could do if you have bigger strawberries is do mini chocolate chips, which is what I was going to do, but then I decided not to. And now I'm going to make a little button on the stomach like that. And you're going to, this is another optional, make a little top on his hat. Just like his little Santa fluff ball thing that he has on the top. And I already made one strawberry, so I'm just quick adding a fluff ball to that one as well. So you're going to repeat those steps for all of your strawberries. And reminder, this treat and the treat before this one, so the reindeer, I'm just kind of going off pictures. I didn't really look at a recipe really. Just kind of looking off of a picture because it's kind of a little self-explanatory, but it is a little trickier than I thought. I thought that this one would be probably the easiest, but it's actually kind of turning out to be one of the harder ones that I've done so far for my first 3 days. And if I remember right, next week I will only be doing 2 treats. If I remember correctly. So now I'm going to be doing my little foosball. And remember, whipped cream, I would recommend either getting, if you get this stuff in the bottle, put it in a piping bag. Or if you get this stuff in the squirt bottle, just use the squirt bottle as the, instead of the piping bag. Because for some people that is a little easier. Just because, for obvious reason, you just have to go like this. And for the frosting, it is a little trickier to get it just right. So now I'm going to pat this one dry again. And time for the frosting. If you make this treat, if you make any of the treats I make all these days of Bakemas, take a picture, post it on Facebook, tag my mom in it, because I want to know all of you that make my treats. And these ones don't look as cute as the other ones that I've made, but I think that they are a quick, easy, I think they're still cute. A quick, easy, cute, yummy treat to make if you're going to a Christmas party and you forgot that you need to make a treat, or if you just want to make a treat for something, or even if you do like a tradition like my family, we go look at Christmas lights. This would be an awesome treat to make for going and looking at Christmas lights, because they're easy and fun. They might be a little messy for the little ones, but that's okay. Eating anything can be messy. And you can add anything to them that you want. Like, if you wanted to, like I said earlier, instead of these sprinkles, you could use chocolate chips. You could even use M&Ms if you really wanted to. Okay, so this is one of my slanted ones, so it's going to be a little harder to do than the others that I've done. But that's okay. And we're going to use, you can use whatever side of your little Santa Claus that you want. Blair, come in and say hi. Hi. And once again, don't mind the background noise. My sister is watching her little YouTube show that she watches. And another thing, strawberries, you can get them any size that you want. We ordered ours off of a Walmart pickup order thing, so we didn't get to choose our strawberries, or else we would have chose a little bit better and bigger ones for this. But I guess that's what we get for trying to do a Walmart pickup order. But the rest of the time, I think I'm going to try to go inside and get my treats. Unless it's like we, for some weird reason, I cannot go. And now my little cute Santas are all going to go and set in the fridge until my special guest comes back into the house. All right, Baker, so my special guest today is my dad, and he's going to try one of my strawberry Santas along with me because I haven't had one yet. 3, 2, 1. You think they should try to make this?
Absolutely. Delicious.
Have a Merry Christmas.